What's up, guys? It's Casey Zilliman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, here, coming at you with a new Hocus Pocus video. The temporary cover photo and profile picture are up, so we are officially set with the new channel name, and I am still looking for great custom art, so bear with me while I work on a permanent cover photo and such. Today, I am counting down my picks for the top 10 funniest moments in Hocus Pocus. This just means the moments I find the funniest in the film, even though the entire thing is beautiful and a masterpiece and hysterical. As always, these are my opinions, so feel free to disagree, but as per the norm, no trolling or you will have your life force sucked out. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 10, Bullies in a Gilded Cage. This moment is at the bottom of the list because it isn't necessarily laugh out loud funny, but it is funny in the most ironic way possible. Our resident bad boys of Salem, Jay and Ice, aka Ernie, are screwing around in the middle of the night toilet papering trees when they have an encounter with our beloved witches. They have spent this entire movie being jerkwads, and now karma has come in red, purple, and green to teach them a much needed and humbling lesson. The arrogant bullies, upon whacking Mary away from Ice's stolen shoes and witnessing this dysfunctional family in action, remark,
"Oh man, how come it's always the ugly chicks that stay out late?" Chicks!
And realize they have made a huge mistake. The jump to the next scene shows our favorite idiots hanging from the Sanderson ceiling in giant bird cages, weeping.
We haven't much time left. We shall have to make the potion from memory.
Hey, let us out of here.
Yeah, we're really sorry.
We think you're really cute.
Hush!
This moment is funny because you find yourself sitting there laughing to yourself over how karma just whipped those two in the butt. The bullies are now the bullied as our lovely Sarah begins torturing them off screen, so we don't know just how bad it was. And our final glimpse of the boys is pretty telling, though. Number 9. Billy loses his head. The first time. Oh, poor Billy Butcherson. He spent life dating Winifred, was killed by his girlfriend for cheating on her, albeit he might have deserved that, and spends the entirety of his afterlife being tossed around like a sack of potatoes. The dude probably has the worst run of luck in the entire film. However, that does not stop me from laughing every time Max knocks his head off with the tree branch in the graveyard. That first head loss is just too funny because Max looks so dang confident that he just got rid of a zombie when that is very much not the case. Not to mention poor Billy just knows what's coming, and his pause and utterance of "uh-oh" is just too funny.
Yes!
As this happens more than once, the comedy kind of wears off, making this take number 9, but it is still really funny. Number 8, Winifred falls in the pool. Deleted scene. Okay, so this one actually never made the cut of the movie, but bear with me. The release of the Hocus Pocus Blu-ray brought some new material to light. Unfortunately, not all of it. One screen cap that came up in both the gallery book and the pop-up trivia and treats mode is Winifred falling into the pool inside Jacob Bailey High School. More accurately, she was pushed in by Mary and Sarah. I have read about this scene hundreds of times, and I would still love to see it. I'm looking at you, Disney. We've got 30 years coming up soon. You got 4 years to find that missing footage and put it on that DVD release for the 30th anniversary. Or I'm breaking into your archives, whichever one you want first. You could get money one way. While the witches are searching the school for the kids, they stumble upon the swimming pool. Mary and Sarah split off in 2 different directions to look while Winifred stays around the pool area, a fatal error in her judgment. Mary and Sarah start backing up closer and closer to their eldest sister, and before you know it, bonk! Winifred screeches, falls into the water, comes up sputtering and so mad you'd think the world was going to end, glares at her sisters, and they exclaimed, "Thank you, original home video release trailer, for having this on there."
She did it!
I died laughing upon reading this scene and cursed the day they lost that footage, most likely on the cutting room floor. So this moment takes number 8 because we will most likely never see it unless Disney gets their crap together, please. Number 7. Winnie's mental breakdown. I just love this scene too much, and I find myself giggling every time. When the witches have failed to remember the potion ingredients, well, more accurately, when Winifred can't remember the final ingredient.
And the book said, yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. Yes. Oil of boil and a dead man's nose.
Dead man's toes!
If you can't tell, I'm never going to get over that one. Hashtag justice for Sarah. Winifred just loses all hope and has a mental breakdown. So, basically, how it feels during the spring semester of college. Winifred sits upstairs, preparing for death to just come and whisk her back to hell because there is nothing she can do. She is hopeless, she is crying, she is saying everything college students feel during finals week, and it is hilarious.
Do you want to hit me? Does that cheer you up? Okay.
This is the end.
No.
I feel it.
Okay.
We are doomed. I feel the icy breath of death upon my neck. Mary,
What?
take me to the window.
Yes, Winnie.
I wish to say goodbye.
Yes, Winnie.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Bye-bye, cruel world.
Goodbye to life.
Bye-bye, life.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye-bye.
Goodbye to all that.
All that.
It's the first time we see our fearless leader just lose her crap and break down. I find this scene so funny just because it's really freaking relatable. Like, I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because I feel this on a spiritual level. I just kind of sit there like, that's me. So it's just a funny moment all around because Mary's trying to cheer her up, but it just isn't working. Number 6, Yabo'S. Now you know this one had to get in here somewhere. There is no way I was leaving this golden moment out of my list. And there is just not much to be said about it, except it was a prime example of younger siblings embarrassing their older siblings in front of people they want to impress. And it's even worse because Max wants to date this girl so bad. And what does Danny do?
I've got candy duty. By the way, Danny, I love your costume.
Thank you. I really like yours too. Of course, I couldn't wear anything like that because I don't have any, what do you call them, Max? Yabo'S? Max likes her Yabo'S. In fact, he loves them.
Max's face when this happens is the most priceless thing to hit the shelves since the invention of mini candy bars. God bless Danny Dennison for this moment. Number 5, Mary watches television. I know this is just like a 10-second moment, but I cannot watch it without laughing my butt off at Mary. This is just a hysterical moment where we see just how impressive technology is to the Sanderson sisters. Well, Mary anyway. When she discovers that remote and watches that commercial before letting out an excited yell like she is watching the Quidditch World Cup, I just can't. It is one of the purest Mary moments, and it never fails to tickle my funny bone. You enjoy that television, Mary, because I enjoy you watching it. Number 4, the Black River. Okay, so the witches discovering man's new inventions might be some of the funniest stuff in the film. This is no exception, and honestly hilarious, even though 2 of the sisters were about to sacrifice the baby of the family. Stumbling up to the black pavement, the sisters hurl on the brakes because holy crap, that's water and we can't freaking swim. They scan the area, determine the safest course of action, and throw Sarah forward where she screams, prepared for death, and realizes it is solid ground.
Tis a black river. Perhaps it is not too deep. Tis firm! Careful, Whitney. Tis firm as stone.
Why, it's a road!
Firm as stone. Firm as stone.
It's my book!
The skepticism and careful natures they exude when preparing for this new road is hilarious. Sarah's already dancing around on it, most likely because, yay, I'm not dead! And her sisters finally follow. It's just a really funny moment, and I love it. Number 3, the burning rain of death. Once again, man-made inventions trump magic when the Sanderson sisters scream and run from fire department regulated sprinklers. Bless our 3 lovable, ignorant girls for this hysterical moment, and thank Max for making it happen. Using a lighter and wonderful performance courtesy of the drama club, Max convinces the sisters that he can summon rain that will burn them alive, and what ensues after is just mass chaos and hilarity.
Hey! You mess with the great and powerful Max, and now must suffer the consequences. I summon the burning rain of death.
Burning what? Burning rain of death. Burning rain of death. He makes fire in his hand.
Come on, you idiot! Come on, you fool! No, stop! It's the burning rain of death!
I just can't with this clip because you and I both know what's happening, but those poor girls don't. Number 2, sirens. Sirens everywhere. Last time I talk about the sisters being scared of technology, I swear, this moment is one I have watched and rewound just to watch again, simply for the expression of the witches' faces when it happens. That moment of hesitation, as if they are thinking, do we need to be afraid of this thing with the flashing lights and the loud noises? And then suddenly, oh yes we do, as they run for the hills. Just determination, 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 pause. Scream and run! And I think, to me, the funniest part was this was the one time it was just every man for himself. Sarah left the 2 in the dust and took off in front. Winifred is in the middle, trying not to trip over her dress. And Mary drops a bracelet in her panic. Watch for that next time if you haven't seen it. So now on to number 1 for the funniest moment. Number 1, Sarah's short attention span. This is not just one moment, but a medley of sweet little Sarah just having the shortest attention span known to man. This could have an entire list on its own, but each moment comes from our little girl. Because every time she zones out or focuses on one thing, it's hilarious. Tell me I'm wrong. From the beginning of the film to the end, our favorite little airhead, and I say that with love, just makes us all laugh by having a tiny attention span. From dancing idiotically to eating spiders to... You know what? Let's just roll the montage.
Just 3 the old spinster ladies!
Spending a quiet evening at home. Sucking the lives out of little children.
Greedy little beggars!
What a pretty spider.
The adventure part, and then you sort of slowly...
Explain what?
Danny, wake up.
Trick or treat.
Boy down.
Dead man's toe! Dead man's toe! And a dead man's toe! Dead man's toe! Dead man's toe! Dead.
And a big shout out to this moment that we didn't actually get to see. And if you can't tell because my camera refuses to focus, that is Sarah in a shopping cart. And by in a shopping cart, I mean the child's seat, sucking on a juice box. I needed to see that. Not just because it would add to another moment in this montage, but because, one, how did she get in there? And two, more importantly, how did she get out? Sarah produces probably the funniest moments of the entire movie, my personal favorite being amuck, 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 because it's just so cute. And if I included all of these individually, she would own the entire list. So that is why she takes number one, or I should say her short attention span takes number one on this list. So there it is in red, purple, and green. Those are my picks for the top 10 funniest moments of Hocus Pocus. If your favorite didn't make it, comment it down below and tell me why you love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned for more Hocus Pocus content. I am Casey Zogelman, the 4th Sanderson sister, and I will see you later.